Okay. So, here I have pasted a scripted character in. This is the final boss. I will probably move him, but, I'm just popped him in somewhere for now. And this is a control event, which I'm going to have to edit once I have some orbs. But, I could try and work out what the puzzle is going to be before I add any orbs. Now, I had... What did I add this Fagundo? Maybe I was just looking at that as something I could do. I don't know. I might have added that after the stream, just for brainstorming. I don't remember. That was a week ago. Alright. But, yeah, let's take this basic structure. And, let's just copy this all. And see if we can think of a way to use. Alright, and I put this down because this level is supposed to be taking place on a ship. So I use this wooden floor. But, I might do tile floor for something where the exact spaces are more important to see at a glance. Okay. So we're going to have an orb that closes this. And it'll have, some indicators and stuff, but the things to make it clear what the various orbs do, where, I can add those later. It'll take a bunch of time to add to add the scripts right now, and I'm just gonna put together a doodle, then try to make it functional. So, all right, maybe we have some doors leading to the end. And we've got to go through all these doors in order to get out of the room. So we've got this one, right, with a seep, and yeah, well, maybe we'll do similar setups. Maybe with other seep, maybe with other stuff. Alright. So maybe we do that. Yeah, maybe we have these little micro puzzles. And in one of them, there's a keg or possibly a mirror. And the trick is going to be that you have to get it out of there so that you can put it in the shallow water, and then you can kill this seep when... Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, So, what other mini puzzle could we have? We probably want something that lets us get a keg or a mirror out of this one, whatever we do with it. But let's leave that aside for the moment and just think about what kind of puzzle we could have where there's some activity to do, and we want to activate a pressure plate. But it looks like we need either a keg or a mirror to do it. And the real trick is that we're going to smuggle one of these out to kill this seep. So what can we do there? Maybe we have some setup like this. And the idea is we've got to get a keg on here. Because the ore mites, we can't break this tile ourselves. So, what we're going to want is some other way of breaking the tile. And I guess we're using a keg and not a mirror. And like in the end of that room doodle, what we had was a Fagundo. So yeah, let's start with just this little idea, where we got a Fagundo, and there's just some kind of a maze of pits. That we're supposed to get it through in order to Alright, so yeah, we just have So we have the power token here. And yeah, we got to cross this pit. Alright, so here's a basic layout, and, you know, right now we can solve this. Oh, and yeah, then I'll set him up to make that seep advance, you know, when we go down this corridor. Alright, so that's just a very, very basic thing, and the first thing that strikes me is that, you know, these two, aside from not having much to them right now, there's nothing for our boss to do to get in our way. So, yeah, it would make sense if for each of these there was some kind of obstacle that the boss here was using these orbs to activate. Yeah. And then we want to do something with those obstacles, and you know, that might help us with getting the Fagundo out of its zone, or with, you know, getting past this. So yeah, what sort of obstacles do you think we could have here? Because, I'm drawing a blank right now, but I could always toss something in. I mean, you know, the important thing here is that it should look like you can't get the Fagundo out, and it probably shouldn't be that simple to get the Fagundo in here. Like, there should probably be something that makes that still a little tricky. Like, maybe we use the Orbites here to control the Fagundo better or something. I don't know, this is just a sketch, but it's a start. I'm having trouble thinking of what to do with it. So let's start by, making this Fagundo bit a little harder. Alright, so, we have... Yeah, so we have to turn the Fagundo immediately here, and that means we're going to need, to be in a spot where we can turn freely. Like on the ore mines. But it could also be that, we have this alternate path that locks in the Fagundo. It looks like what you're supposed to do. Oh, right. Oh, so maybe we have doors that the boss is closing. Except that what I usually do is have him check for the player, and this would make more sense if he were checking for the Fagundo, which I could do, but it kind of complicates things more than I really want to manage. But it could be I have the player manipulating something else, and then, like, I could have some plates here, and the player could stand on one, but when he stands on one, Angwin goes to an orb and closes another door to try and thwart the Fagundo reaching here. Although this is kind of turning into something that could be its own room, so... Player in a certain place when the Fagundo explodes. Okay, so we could have... yeah, there's one space here, and then... And this lets us out, but... Alright, I keep forgetting that with fire traps, open is off and open is on and closes off. Alright, so with this setup, we do this, and that means we have to be back here when the Fagundo is off. When the Fagundo hits this plate, and then the Fagundo can just fly past the fire trap, because they can do that, and I'm going for a bit of an Arky vibe with the boss, where he doesn't think about things like that. Maybe I could put the setup where you need to be on the Orbites here, so that you use... Yeah, maybe I could... yeah, maybe I could do something like this. And this could be like, this could be triggered by the boss instead. So So when you go in, he locks you in. And then this is supposed to lock the Fagundo in, but you can step on the ore mites and then you can get it out and have it blow up and have it blow this up. That's a thought. You know, it needs a bit more to it. There's still a lot more space I could put in here. Or again, I could just make, I probably want a Fagundo section to be bigger, and this part doesn't have to take up too much space. Neither does this. Although I haven't, thought about what the puzzle is going to be, what Anglim's going to do. So yeah, here we want some kind of a quote-unquote impossible Fagundo maze. And then you have to get here to get out of it. And then this fire trap is on, and and this is like a hot tile. So obviously, if the Fagundo goes here, it'll burn up, and you can't get it out, except that you can use the ore mites to get it out of this setup. And this is also going to be, a specific time we get out, but it shouldn't be too bad. You can just be on this fire trap, and you face the right way, and then you jump out when the Fagundo hits the plate. Okay. So, this isn't complete, but I do have a rough idea for what I can do with it. And it doesn't even have to be that complicated. Just, something that looks like it's, just something that works as its own puzzle. I might not do anything elaborate with these. Just needs, a little somewhat tricky Fagundo maneuver. So what can be, so what can we do over here with this part where we have, where we supposedly need a keg? What can we do here? I mean, I guess we could do like a little bomb maze. Yeah, and you're supposed to, and the keg is like here, so you have to push it to the left to clear out the plate. Maybe there are some fire traps that, maybe we just have a fire trap here that activates a fuse, and there's a bunch of bombs. And what we have to do is, drop some trapdoors and stuff to keep the bombs from going off, so we can retrieve the keg. And supposedly get it here, but we actually don't have to. We don't even need to keep the fuse going, because the Fagundo will take care of it, and then we smuggle the keg out. Okay. Like, there's questions of how much space each of these should take. This one, you know, doesn't need to take much space. It's just the seat, but maybe there's more to do. We could do with that. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come up with some more chambers, but I'm gonna have to come up with some more detailed obstacles, but I also don't want to, you know, take up too much space. Hmm. I don't know, maybe there's a fuse here too, and you step on it and there's some kind of time limit. I'm not sure. This could also be the exit, and we enter here, and then the timer starts. Or Okay. Well, I think this is a decent concept sketch, but I am not sure I've up to fleshing it out right in a stream setting. But that's fine. Let's see if we can come up with some other ideas. You know, it's fine if I don't end up with a room, just something I can work with. So over here, I'm gonna try and I'm gonna copy going to copy this guy and put him here. You know, I'll probably move him by the end of it. And this is the control event. Oh, I control X. I want to control V. Alright, so let's see if we can come up with another idea. I would say that the most important room to come up with is the finale. And the vague idea I have there, so we still have some, you know, some orbs in a control area, but we also have Half there.
Oh, hey, there you are.
So that you know, he's helping out in the final room. My problem is I have not been able to think of anything for Half to do. But yeah, let's just start with this. And, you know, we'll work out the details. You know, we'll work out the details later. Yeah, I will probably have to rearrange a lot of things because of how these rooms work out. But it'll be good to just get some kind of sketch here. So obviously, if you know, we're going to be making Half hit orbs, we need doors that they either open or toggle. But we probably want the orbs to do something else, something obviously you know, we want the obvious thing the orbs do to be harmful. And we're also going to need a way to reclose these doors. Okay, I haven't really worked out. Yeah, I haven't really worked out how to be. Right, I haven't worked out a script for handling cracked orbs, or I mean, what I do is I look for the priority orb, and if it doesn't exist, go for the next orb, I guess. Alright, so this over here is Angwim's emergency orb. Yep. And I guess we want something that stops Hal from getting to it. So, shallow water. And yes, the question is, can he go in shallow water? But he's citizen type, I think. Let's see. Yeah, he's a Citizen 1 type. So let me just test that. This is a Citizen 1 type character. And I'm gonna add a command to just move. Yep. Okay, so now I want move 2. And there, alright, I'm just gonna check and to make sure that... Yeah, okay, so he can go in shallow water and Half can't. So we can have this emergency orb that he doesn't want to hit because it, like, it activates everything. Or something, you know. So if any of these orbs is used up, he'll go to this orb, and that hit. Maybe he has one for each of these. And okay, yeah, so we're gonna... Okay, so this is a possible setup where Half activates an orb early, where you want Half to activate an orb early, and that makes Angwim go to his secondary orbs, which are behind shallow water. And then we can have some trick with that. But part of the question is, you know, what is our basic puzzle where we're doing this with? You know, like, I mean, I guess there's two parts here. One is, we got this door that Half can open. And so, you know, where is it? Why does this orb open it? And then we've got, you know, what's this orb do that's bad? And, you know, just what is our general goal in this room? Like this is a bit more this is already, you know, a bit more detailed than I had managed to come up with on my own. But I'm still not sure what, you know, the... Okay, so... Yeah, that's a good thought. So it's like, let's make it like four orbs. And there are 4... You know, and there are 4 rooms. Right. And maybe that... Yeah, maybe it's like... Let's just... Yeah, maybe it's like there is just this mass of Briar over here, and it's going to destroy everything. Yep. And each emergency orb, like, really opens one of these arrows. And maybe Angwim, and maybe in the end you get Half out of the Angwim area so that there's no problem when the Briar comes out. And then Angwim gets killed by Briar. Alright, so then we could have, you know, some layout like this. And maybe we actually combine this with the, maybe we actually just combine this with this room. That, you know, these are all mini death traps, and you can, so sort of diffuse them with, and if you get Half to hit, you can hit the exit door for for them, and if you do that, Half can go. If you hit the exit door early, Half will open it, and then Aang goes to the emergency orbs, which probably take him longer to get to. And that buys you some extra time. Something like that. So you figure out which one you need the time for. And then so for this one, you get, it takes Aang a certain number of turns to hit the orb. And if you delay him a little, the Seep won't get there in time. I guess you need a way to kill it still, but that's not too big of a problem. Just, we could just arrange it. We could just do like this, so that the Seep is here. You kill it. That's it. And then by smuggling a keg out of another chamber, you can skip that. So yeah, little timer puzzles like that. So yeah, it looks like these. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe we just combine these. Yeah, but we also. All right, so yeah, I think I like this concept. We'll just. All right, so yeah, that's the exit and kills the Seep. No, we don't quite want that. We want. Yeah, we want something like this. So then you have an orb that is close to Angwum. Maybe we put these. Like, we'll figure out the exact details. Yeah, let's do like this. So yeah, we can tap the orb, and it's we tap this door, and normally Angwum just goes to this orb, and the Seep activates in a couple of turns. But if Alf's already activated the orb, then he goes to this orb. Although one issue with that is that the other mechanisms get activated first. That needs some, I guess that means we want these traps to kind of go off in ways where it's bad to just stay out of the room entirely. And I'm gonna move this. Alright, so we could have this as a con. So yeah, we could do.
Got it.
And then Elf does this, and this. That still lets the Seep out. So. I think we might want to change this a bit so that it. Oh, but Half takes a while to get to there, so.
Going.
Then again, Anglin would hit it first. I'm not quite sure how to handle it, but I do have a vague idea here, at least. I mean, I guess there could just be one where sending Half straightforwardly diffuses it. I need to think about this a little more, but this, but that is a pretty good mechanic, you know, idea to try out, where Half lets you buy some extra time by using the orb before Anglin can. Oh, that should be a normal orb. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but... Okay. Okay, I think I have... Okay, I think this is something I want to chew over a little more. You know, it's a little hard to make. You know, I'm finding that this sort of room with heavy scripting is a little tough for me to make in full on a stream, but this has been helpful for just getting ideas down, and I think I can see how to make a room out of this. I'll play around a bit more after this, but yeah, I think I'll stop for now. It's a short stream, but I do have some ideas running through my head now, and I think I can make something out of this. So, yeah, I'm going to call it there. Thanks for watching.